Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. Last time out we were working on the freight, so we were upgrading all of our vehicles to the Benz cargo truck, whatever it's called, and we were looking, in fact you can see the cargo trucks going over the bridge right now, the orange and yellow ones. So we were upgrading to those. Then we were doing a little bit of management, trying to get rid of them, balancing up the numbers, trying to help with the emissions somewhat, and also we created a new route from a farm somewhere in the hills near Laredo over to the food processing plant in Laredo to try and ensure that we have enough food getting to Miami. You can see a load of passengers on the left hand side. Do not worry about them. I'm not at this point in time. What we are going to do today is work on getting some more freight going and to get some more freight lines running. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and let's see where we can bring some more goods, machines, tools, food, fuel, whatever it is. Let's see where we can bring it to. And speaking of fuel, I think that's a fuel train. It is a fuel train. Perfect timing. Let's go. Okay, so we've got two trucks suddenly available to us, a Mack AC tarpaulin truck and a Mack AC flatbed truck, as well as a new engine, a 282 Mikado, whatever you want to call it. I just want to do a comparison between these two. Look at them, look at this one. He's pushed him out, perfect overtake, so never mind, it's not a racing game. I just want to do a quick check. If I pop over to the depot, let's have a look at the difference between these. Okay, so it's slower. It's slower. And it carries more cargo. Okay, so it's slower, but it carries more cargo and it has more emissions. I'd rather, yeah, let's not use the Max. Let us not use the Max. The Max we have are just going to be for these. Okay, so let's go somewhere. I've paused it, so let's go and find a place that requires something. We have a lot in the way of fuel, but there isn't. How much fuel can I? See, this is already maxed out, so I cannot use that to generate more fuel here. So we've got two oil refineries that we need to find. Sorry, we've got two oil wells that we need to find a refinery for, and then a fuel refinery, which I cannot. Okay, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter one bit. Here's a refinery. We could bring it down here. And then I need to find a fuel. There's a refinery right there. So we could always. Okay, there is a possibility of getting oil. Refined oil. But what do we do with that oil? That is the big question. Okay, let's have a look at what New Haven requires. It requires tools and machines. So where do we get those from? Machines come from here. Could I somehow increase this? Is there a way for me to increase this? Because if there is, this could be interesting. So we've got plenty of wood. All we need is more steel. If we were to do that, we could start getting machines out to McAllen and New Haven, and potentially Clearwater. How much does this require? 56, 55. Requires 55. This requires 172. How much does Concord require? Because that's what's taking all of it, isn't it? 148. So we need to double the production here to be able to get what we need to and where. We could always send trucks into McAllen. It isn't too much trouble to send just trucks in all the way instead of a train. unless I wanted to have a train line here and then just peel it off in this direction and then stop a freight line right there. That is a possibility. I could do that, and then I could try and somehow link it up all the way to New Orleans, where there's another freight line there. I mean, over here as well, I would want to drop off the... If we were taking machines up here, I would want to drop them off over here. Or I just drop them off along here, alongside here, just have another station there, and then drop it off there, and then we've got that, which can then take it in. For that, I would need to run alongside here. So if we were to run a freight line there, and then... So we could run a freight line up there, we could then run a freight line which already runs alongside here, go all the way, and instead of going in that direction, it would go in that direction, end up crossing here, crossing this freight line. Okay, so there is a lot to potentially look at here. But first of all, let's see if we can increase the production in McAllen. So we have plenty of iron. We are now low on coal. That is what our trouble is. Are you full? You are. How much do you have? 170. How much can you carry? 120. How big is that train? 158 meters. How big is this terminal? I believe it's 160 meters. However, nothing to fear there. This terminal is now a little bit longer. There we go. Now all I need to do is not press F1. That's a bad idea. Look over here and try and figure out how to increase the size of this particular terminal, which I did not think through. I haven't thought this one through at all. Cargo buildings. How big is this? This is 160. Cargo platforms. See, I really need it there. Okay. Or I could just pop it in on this side, which would require some changes to this. Okay. Or alternatively, look, there is more coal nearby. I just have more trains. So another station here, pops along here, off you go. More trains on this route. Get it done. Where could I? I'll actually run them along this one. Look, run them along this one straight into the station. Easy peasy. I think that is a really good idea. So we'll have coal being transported from here as well, and that should, in theory, increase the production. Now I've just noticed there's coal there as well. In which case I will make this a pass-through station, not a passenger pass-through station. And no, I do not need that, and I will bring this quite back. The only reason I'm bringing it back like this is so that I can twist this onto the railway. That is the only reason. So I need to make sure I can do this. It kind of works. I'll take it. I will take that and see what it gives me. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Configure. Let's add some tracks, some platforms. That's wrong. I am now also considering maybe, just maybe, I'm going to do this with this one. There we go. Because that could potentially be the entire length of the station. I think that is going to... So that is what, 200 meters. So we could end up with 200-meter trains now. And though the other station is not yet ready for it, this one could be. And that is the important part. And across here, please tell me that's going to work. It does work. Fantastic. And a signal there will do. Also, a signal here. Now, this is where it will also get interesting. We'll have a signal there. The next signal set is there, which is fine. So if a train's coming through there, you have to... Yeah, if a train's coming through here, it is going to hold, full stop. The next set of signals are here, and that's fine. That should be safe all the way. Okay, if it isn't, we'll mess something up, of course. Right, there to here. That's a good platform to go into. Is it? Yes, it is. That's a good platform to go into. Black. Let's go back down to the greys. There we go. And this is going to be FRRW dash dash coal mine run to Macallan. There we go. It's getting a little dark in my room. Might have to close the curtains. I think it's raining outside. Anyway, so there we go. That is now fine. Now what I need to do is I'm going to risk something here. If I duplicate this one, where does it go? So let's clone that train, for example. It's in here. Okay. Is it in there? Where is it? Are you in there? Where are you? Okay, it is somewhere. I certainly know it is somewhere. Only the visible ones. Trains only, please. There it is. Is that the brand new train? Yep. Go on. Perfect. Now, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to start that with a single train and we'll see what happens from there. And from there we'll see what happens. So that should go all the way across. This should start producing. There it goes. It's doing what it needs to do. You've made it all the way across. By the time you come back, we will have some coal. And you can see that coal is the limiting factor here. It's clearly the limiting factor. With this train, I have a feeling we're going to need a larger train soon. So let's see how this runs, because that train might require an upgrade as well. But at the moment it's half full, so there's nothing to complain about. Right, you are coming along here. You're going to pick up, there's 114, you can pick up 120. That is good. That's promising. So the time it took it to get out of that, across there, and then back here, it did 120. Now I'm going to check. See, these trains are the entire length of the station. That is the problem. I need a larger station now. So we're going to have to push this curve back. We'll have to push everything back to increase the size of the station. But this should theoretically start helping. Look, we've just had 2 deliveries of coal. And I think that's going to make a big difference right now. Right. Let's see what we get from there. Oh, that's a lot. See, now we've got a lot. And now suddenly, this is... Come on. This is not good enough. So now we're going to have to do an upgrade on this particular vehicle. I think let's go for a full-out replacement now on this one. Let's go for... At the moment, it's running a mogul. It's running a mogul. I do not mind swapping that over to a 10-wheeler. I think a 10-wheeler could do the trick for us, just because I'm going to need the engine power. And then we'll have the flat car. And we'll just go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the moment, that's 60. So we'll go for that. So that's 108. 108, maybe? $120. Let's just do 120. There you go. Okay. Because there's 100. There you go. That's a good. It's a good thing I did that. Okay, so now we have a one full train. This is positive. Look, we're once again we are low on coal, but we've just had one coal delivery. That's good. That is really good. And this thing should now be happily, okay, maybe not so happily. Might need to increase the size of this platform all the way along. There you go. Okay, but it has more. That's the important part. It has more. And how much does it have to pick up? Another 80. So it is, the 120 was probably a fairly good shout. I could have done maybe 96. I think 96 is an option. Yes, if we just take those two away, that's 9. No. How much is on each? How many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 12 on each. Okay, so 96 was an option. That would be with 2 less. Okay, good. So now we have something happening here. That's positive. How much do we have on this side again? 30. Hang on. What's happened now? That's a lot less. Is that just a timing issue? That's potentially just a timing issue there. That's okay though. That is okay. Should manage that. And there goes another lot. There we go. Now we're building up some. It's still not enough. It's still not enough. I've just seen that go over 200 a few times. Right. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, since that's happily running, what I'm now going to do is see if there is a potential here. The amount being produced, see, that's a full train already, and we've got a lot waiting. Is it possible now, with that much being stored, for me to now try and get... Oh, where should I try and take it? Yeah, I'll try and take it to McAllen first. Let's try and take it to McAllen. So I will pop a this over here. I doubt it's going to need a huge amount, so I'm going to just pop 20 meters. That will do right there. And then we have one We have a passenger station in McAllen, but if I do a truck unload stop over on this side, look, over here. In fact, I'll do it on this side because maybe it will cause things to grow around this side. So I'll do it here. And then I'll create a route. New line. There to there. And I'm going to call that FRR, not RW, RD. McAllen food? No. Machines. I think that's what I call them. FRRD, McAllen Machines, Concord Machines. Yep, there it is. Why is that an RW? Where's the RDs? Oh, wait, that's better. FRRD, McAllen Machines. There we go. So we've got Concord Machines right there. And because it's the same thing, I'm going to change the color to the same color, which is that. Where's my depot for this station? Or for this, it is there. How many of these do I want? I'm going to go for 20. Why not? 20 seems a good number. Just seems like a reasonable... It's a high number, but it's reasonable. There you go. Off you go. For the distance, that should be fine. And let's see if this works. Do you create machines for McAllen? Let's find out. Yes, there's one. Just one. Oh look, here come all the trucks. Here come all the trucks. Why just one? Two. Why just two? Three. Okay, there we go. Production has started. Production of it has started. Right. Let's see. Now these lot are just going to sit here and not really pick up much. I don't... oh no, wait, they are. That has 2. That says 0. But it might pick up. That's 0. Do you have 0? Yeah. You have something, right? Oh, that's upgraded. That has certainly upgraded. That's a big deal, I think. 77 waiting to go back. Now, as long as it can handle both of these, I am happy. And I think it might just be able to. Might just be able to. Right. Let's find out what we have available. This is going well. You've picked up 111, 112. That's not bad. So it's not completely full, but it's good enough. That is pretty much good enough. Now, if we can have a consistent... if we can have a consistent production here of steel as fast as possible, that would be ideal. So we need more than 45 steel or 50 steel every time. I definitely need more than that. And I know it can do it because look, the production on this is 282. It can certainly do more than that. Here comes some more coal. So it's not... right, it isn't running out of coal now. You can see it gets low on coal, but it doesn't quite run out, which is good. Ah, here we go. This is now 60. Where's the... where is it? It's there. This is going to be 80. Or more. Maybe 90. Might even be 90. Might be above 90. Here comes another coal train. Now this is good because these two will not get in each other's way. Peter with Streetcar, well, we know what we're doing in the next episode, that's for sure. And how are you coping? 84 there. You've still got some. So you're still at it. Is that full? That is full. Great. 84, 93. So we need 120. That is what I'm after. 120. If it can manage 120 there and manage McAllen, we're in good shape. And I think the train's coming in now. It is, and it has 112. That isn't good. I need a bit more. 113, 114. Okay. Please tell me that's 120. Done. It's full. That's a full train, and we've got stuff going through here. I think we've just got ourselves some success there. Yeah, so what did I do? I got it to drop the stuff off here. What it's gone and done is built houses in this direction. Why? Just why? Why would you do that? I wanted to specifically shape the city in this direction. Why is it doing that? Very confusing. Very, very confusing. 237 is, so it is going up, which means that passenger numbers here should start going up as well. As we end up with more shops, we'll end up with more industry, we'll end up with more residents. Everything's going to get better. All we've got to do is make sure that this can still handle it. At the moment it's down to 70. Slight concern because I see no train. Oh, I see no train coming in. 20. Oh, we've just run out. Where are the coal trains? There's one coal train on its way. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Here comes one coal train with everything it can carry. Do we have any coal anywhere else nearby? No. I was going to say maybe I could do a road connection to it. Although that and that could be connected through road. Then I could always connect that one through by train. It depends. Depends. Anyway, it's underway again. Not exactly at full speed, but that's more iron. Was that more coal that just got dropped off? I think so. And here's some more coal behind it. So not terrible. Not terrible. This is constantly full. I could go for 2 on this. I wonder if 2 on that will help. That's potentially a way to do it. Well, that has 111, which is not bad at all. So I think we're okay. Oh, we're low on steel though. Okay. How can we be running out of steel so quickly? More concerns to be had. Unless that run out was because we ran out of coal here. So running out of coal here therefore caused us to not have enough steel produced, which then caused it to go down the chain. I think that is probably what's happened. Okay. How's that? Look, that's full. There's a full train. Full train. How are you looking? 55. That's plenty. That's going to make it quite easily. Now I have another concern because there's another train coming in. Look at it. And this has nowhere near what it requires. Right, manage line. Full load. Wait 2 minutes. That's wrong. manage line. That was the wrong side. Wait 2 minutes. In fact, just waits 1 minute. That's a problem. That is a problem. I thought we had that handled. But anyway, we seem to be just about managing here. McAllen's doing McAllen things. Who would want a house right up there? Actually, it's not too bad. It isn't too bad at all. Interesting. How are we looking on the passengers? I'm not sure if that's an increase or not. Charts. Charts will always tell us. Loaded, unloaded. Seems to have increased. But we need to see a consistent increase. So if it was there and it goes up to about 200, then we know. And we're out of coal again. Where is the coal train? 80. Okay, so we are struggling with the coal. And there's so much coal here. I am tempted. Let's give this a go. You. Manage vehicle. Duplicate. I'll duplicate it in a moment. Duplicate. There we go. Let's see what this does. So you continue that way, you're going that way, you're going to wait for that to cross, then you're going to cross over. Also, should I just pause this and take a... I mean, that kind of looks quite nice. Not 55 mil, 35 mil. There we go. Look, that isn't terrible. Thank you, Autosave, for getting in the way. Go away. There we go. Lovely. Done. That's one picture. And here goes that train. That one is now going to hopefully cross all the way. And we should have more coal going to and from. So I know I said we're going to work on more freight, but it looks like we've ended up just working back here. Just trying to improve the freight supply over here. That's plus 80, which is good. That is fairly good. I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. I just want this to be 104. Okay. Okay, this isn't a problem. Just make sure that does not run out again. See, and then if we can get a consistent supply along this, we can always try and start routing. So what I'd have to do is potentially reroute this road, have another platform here, and then from here, twist this out, make it lift up, run alongside this one. I would potentially peel it off in this. No, let's run alongside this one, peel it off in this direction. We could always have a station here if we needed to. Run alongside this road, and then end up, go over here, and then end up in the middle of the city. Why not? Just put the station right there. And then from there, we could get tools into this place. Not tools, machines. And since both of these need tools as well, we can always work on figuring out. We need tools there as well, and there. We can always work on figuring out where we're going to get tools. Look, here we go, wood to tools. There's a tools factory right there. And we know we can get wood to it. Is there any other tools factories? Tools factory there. Anywhere else? No. Oh look, there's a food plant up there. I didn't even know that. Or maybe I did. It was the one that was too high. Yeah, it's just too high up. Right. So we've got tools. Have we only got tools factories in those places? It certainly seems so. So it looks like Santa Ana is going to be the tools hub of this map. We've got another machines plant there. Oh no, we have a tools factory here, just in the middle of nowhere. But that can supply Murrieta. That can supply Murrieta and Norwalk and Clearwater, I guess, and Elgin. We have another machines factory here. Where do I get the wood from? Okay, so it looks like this is going to become very busy because we could run wood into that from all these places and then run it along there and there, have wood come down, get the tools, and then the tools will run all the way along here, We'll have it going to Springfield first. Then what I'm going to do is probably then peel it off and... Actually, not peel it off. Oh, I have a really cool idea. I can have this lift up and go over at the same point as this is doing this stuff. And it'll go over and then join. And then it can carry along all the way down here up to New Haven. Okay, I have some plans for this. Hopefully I remember them. But I think I've got some plans, so I know what I'm doing. So in the next episode, what we're going to be looking at is getting this functional and getting tools in to Port St. Lucie. Now, how many can this take? It's got 4 levels, which I suppose is similar to this, right? At the moment, this is at 300, so we can have 400. We can have 400 on here. This requires 118. That requires 173. Oh, well, that's already coming up to 400. Once those 3 are done, that's 400. Ah. Right, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. So maybe we'll only be able to get... I might have to then ignore McAllen and say, no, look, I want to get it down to New Haven because I want New Haven to be a large city. So if we can get New Haven, Springfield and Port St. Lucie all running under with the tools, that will be pretty good. And I think that is what I'm going to be doing in the next video. So I'll just go ahead and give you guys some of this. There we go. For you guys to enjoy. No, that's not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do. Yeah, that isn't bad either. That's a decent picture. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. Depending on what you select, you might get an exclusive series, you might get outtakes behind the scenes, you might be part of the Flight Sim Tutorials Club, you might be part of special projects, and for everybody you will get to know what's going on next, or for all those that are tier 2 and above, you will get to know what's going on next and the plans I have for Transport Fever as soon as this series is done. Yes, I've been already working on the plans for that. You can also find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. Links to that are also in the description box below. That is all from me, and I will see you guys next time in Transport Fever 2, where we're going to start, trying anyway, to get the tools working in multiple cities.